you make it clear to me what's going on. This is a county park.
Right.
I just
paid. The county pays for the water.
Right, and I just paid the county $5. Do you realize that every dump station has water?
Let me show
let me explain something to you. Okay.
I'll explain it to you.
I'm not trying to pick a fight with you. I'm just trying to explain. Even at a commercial, you know, where people are trying to make a living kind of dump station, and I get that they got to make, you know, they got to pay the bills, and I even get that it costs the county money, even though it's public property, that it costs them to maintain this park. So I'm not balking about paying $5 for the dump station, but every dump station you go to at a private park, if you pay for the dump station, they have water there, and you can top off your water.
If you want to use the same water that's going...
No, absolutely not. They have two spigots. They have two spigots. Yeah. Are you the maintenance guy, or what do you do here?
Pardon?
Are you the maintenance guy, or what do you do here?
No, I'm the host of the park.
Well, as the host and somebody who does RV,
hey,
you should know that getting water is pretty...
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Okay. Well, you...
But
yeah.
I'm just saying... Come on over here and look at this.
I don't care what the sign says. I don't pay the government to use water.
I can't help that.
Well, no, and I'm not asking you to help it. You don't need to worry about the fact whether I didn't pay it, because I don't consider it in any.
I can't help it.
Well, you can't help. No, you can't help it, and you can't help me going and hooking up and taking some water either.
Yes, I can.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to call the park ranger. And give him your license number.
Okay, you do that.
And it's going to cost you $110.
Let him try.
It's going to cost.
Because do you understand? I mean, you're old enough, sir, that you should understand that if the government is trying to extort me after I already paid them, there's no sign at that dump station that says I can't use water. Okay. Sir, you shouldn't stand in front of my truck. My goodness, these people are incredible. So I just want to clarify, we're trying to get water. We just came to a county park. This isn't a private park. We just came to a county park, and we paid $5 to use the dump station, and there was no water there like there is at, well, every dump station. There wasn't even working water to rinse off the equipment. So I come down to the park here thinking, okay, I'll just grab some water here, and guess what? He's trying to tell me I gotta pay him $3 more at a county park to take some more water for the RV after having paid $5. Now, I already paid a use fee that is arguably more than reasonable, but I didn't fight with him on that. But now they're telling me, oh, you gotta pay us extra. You want water, son. And you know, I'm getting so tired of our government thinking that everything can be squeezed and extorted out of us. It's just ridiculous. And so, you know, I get that, okay, there's a campground here, right? It took taxpayer dollars to put that campground in, and not every taxpayer avails themselves of that. So they're saying, hey, you got to pay to use this facility. But using water from a park, that's a different story. It's just offensive that these people treat people this way. It just really is. Careful, I don't want to hit your hand.
I just talked to the ranger.
How old are you, sir?
I'm 90 years old.
Are you really 90 years old?
I'm 90 years old.
Aren't you ashamed that you're harassing a family for $3 on public property? I don't care what you've heard. This is America, and you should be standing up to keep government accountable, sir. Not harassing us. Do not stand in front of my truck. Are you kidding me? Sir, I'm going to call the sheriff if you keep blocking my path. That's detainment, and it's illegal. You understand me? I'm trying to show you some courtesy for your age, but you need to be realistic. You're down here working for the government, harassing people.
I'm not working for the government. I'm a volunteer.
Well, then you have nothing to say about this matter, do you?
Yes, I have a whole bunch to say about it.
Do you know what I have to say? Have you read the Constitution?
No.
Are you serious? You're 90 years old and you've never read the Constitution?
No, I only spent 25 years in the Navy. I never read the Constitution. If you served our country
in the Navy, you should care more about police and park rangers harassing and collecting people over petty things. You're the guy that's calling your neighbor in to the SS, telling them to come down here and fine us because we dared to use some water.
Remember, You're the one that's paying the ticket. I don't care.
I'm not paying any ticket.
Okay.
And the point is, you should care. That's the problem. You should be ashamed of yourself for not caring.
I'm not ashamed of myself.
That's the problem. That's why liberty is lost and our country is failing, sir.
Bye.
Why should I deserve a ticket for availing myself of public water? Are you kidding
Not
me?
public water.
It is too. It's county water. Who do you think pays for this water? It is public water.
It is not.
Let me spell it for you. P-U-B-L-I-C.
I'm talking to you.
Okay, well, you have a good night, all right?
Bye.
And we're going to go get ourselves some water.
Bye.
So this guy's following us around this campground, blocking the path of our vehicle as we look around deciding whether we want to try and fill up some water. I've never seen anything like this, guys. I mean, we've gone to city parks, we've gone to gas stations, and we fill up and we say, hey, do you got some water? And they're like, yeah, sure, out back. And here we are at a county park. We just paid $5 for a dump station. And this guy's following us around the parking lot, 9 years old. He served in the Navy, and he says, I don't care. They're going to write you a $125 ticket. This is the problem. It's not about water. If we have a situation, if we have a nation where the citizenry, the populace, they actually are eager to report their fellow citizens for not paying a $3 water fee after paying $5 to dump, and the water didn't work at the dump station, so we went to find some water in the park, the county park, that we the people pay for with the tax dollars that we just spent down there at the grocery store and the gas station. And they're blocking the path of our truck. They're holding out their arms. They're telling us we have to pay or we're going to be fined. Absolutely shameful. So I don't care if you're 9 or if you're 90. Start respecting liberty. Start standing up for something. Stop looking to harass and collect and extort your fellow man and to let the government abuse them. And I don't just mean on tickets. I don't mean on $3 water fees. I mean on people's rights, on people's liberties, and our justice system. Everywhere we look, people are being abused, and here you have a 90-year-old man that's happily plodding along. This is the campground host. It's not the public's water, it's the government's water. And we're gonna fine you $125 if you try and use it. They're gonna hunt you down, and I don't care. Well, guess what? I care. And I'm sick and tired of it, and I'm not gonna tolerate it anymore. So I'm going to find some water. Now I'm out here, and I'm getting my water. Now let me be clear, if this was private property, if it was a private park, even though I would tell them it was ridiculous and I'd leave them a bad review, I wouldn't just take the water, right? Because if it was private property, I would either not support that establishment or just drive away. Now on public property, I just paid a $5 dump station fee. Every other dump station pretty much ever has water available, and then I come in thinking, hey, they're going to help me find some water. Oh yeah, just go right over there, and here they are telling me, well, you got to pay, and if you don't, we're going to fine you $125. Well, guess what? Here it is. I'm getting water. Maybe you called in my license number. I pulled right in here, and I'm getting water. I dare you to write me a ticket for taking water from a county public park. Go ahead, try it. This is our country. This is not the government's water. It's our water. It's our taxes that pay to put this here. It's my fuel taxes that pay to drive on these roads. This would be the equivalent of the town square fountain, the community well. It's county water spigots. And they're locking them down and restricting them and writing fines and citations. Then again, this is the park that at the playground up there, they wanted people to pay $5 to park. There's balance, folks. There's balance, and we need balance in America. We need to stand on principle. We need to repent, start loving our neighbors ourselves, and start standing up for what's right. Start standing up for something instead of being cowards and slaves. It's full. Now we're good. Go ahead. A 90-year-old American man doesn't have any respect for the decency of the principles of the foundations of what liberty is for our children, for what he served in the Air Force for the idea that government should be accountable to the people instead of people accountable to the government. If the people have no concept from the cradle to the grave of what liberty is and are not willing to defend it, then we cannot have liberty. People have to be awake. They have to be willing to call each other out, just like I did to that man. They have to be willing to tell their neighbors what truth and what liberty and what morality and what values and what justice is, and they have to be willing to stand up in defense of it. And until you're willing to do that, America, you won't have liberty. Not just in your county or your state or your national parks. It goes so far beyond that. You won't have liberty in the mindset of your nation. You won't have respect in the mindset of your government, because your government will look at themselves as masters and you as slaves.